Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Zane and I've been a serial entrepreneur for the last 13 years. I've started more than 20 different businesses and secured my financial freedom by the age of 25. I wanted to make this video today as I want to share with you guys my personal journey, some learning experiences, as well as give you guys some tips on how I got to where I am today. And hopefully inspire you guys to start something of your own. With COVID, lockdowns and all the restrictions right now, it is the perfect time to start working on the side hustle you've been thinking about. Every journey has a beginning, and mine started in 2003 when my mum and I first moved to Australia. I was only 9 years old at the time, so I don't remember everything that happened in those first few years. What I do remember was how hard my mum worked as a single parent to raise me, all while studying for her PhD and juggling multiple jobs. She will always be my inspiration, and I will not be where I am today without her. It didn't take me long to get started in business. By the time I was 15, I had already experienced the painful grind of trading my time for money. After working at KFC for only a few months, I realized that I was worth more than the minimum wage. So I began to read and self-educate. After reading books such as The 4-Hour Workweek, The Millionaire Fast Lane, Think and Grow Rich, along with hundreds of other articles, I started to develop a basic understanding of business, laying the groundwork and giving me the motivation to start my own business. Did you know the average CEO reads more than 50 books a year? Studies have proven a strong correlation between personal success and reading time. So if you're not sure on where to get started on your business journey, start with self-education. As a 15-year-old with no business experience and only a few $100s in savings, I started to look at ways of earning a bit of extra income on the side. Ultimately, the world of e-commerce caught my attention and eBay became my first hustle. I started off by just buying used goods from my friends at school, before discovering overseas wholesale websites such as DHgate. That's when I began to network with suppliers and wholesalers from China and importing those products into Australia. Even though I lost money on 90% of the products that I sold, I was not discouraged because I knew that I only needed one winning product to make back my losses and turn a healthy profit. Currently, I'm not active on eBay because my focus is on my other projects, but eBay is a great side hustle for anyone getting started to try. I have a close friend who is currently selling niche car products on eBay right now, and he's doing some very impressive numbers. Just make sure you spend a lot of time researching the product, the market, the margins, as well as your competitors. My top recommendations for wholesale websites are Alibaba, AliExpress, and DHgate. If you're based in Australia, you can also look at websites such as Graze Online, Marketplace, and Gumtree, where you can often find products that you can flip on eBay for a good margin. Remember to be patient even if you don't find the perfect product right away. These things do take time. I will be making a more detailed video going over the steps of product research, sourcing, and sale in the coming weeks. While experimenting with different eBay products, I also experimented with different business ventures. From washing my neighbor's car to mobile phone repair, whenever I saw the opportunity for profit, I went for it. And even though 9 out of 10 of those businesses will fail, for everyone that didn't fail, I became more motivated and fixated on my path. Out of all the businesses that I ran, the eBay business was the most successful and consistent. During the 3 years of running the eBay store, I sold phone cases, jewelry, clothes, fashion items, and just about anything that you can think of. Whenever I saw an opportunity for profit, I went for it. Anything that my competitors were selling, anything the wholesalers from overseas were recommending, and whatever trend was in at the time, I found a way to profit from those. I was undergoing a continuous process of improving and learning, and I loved every single step of that process. This is very important, guys. You have to learn to love the process. By the age of 17, I was making a few $100 to $1,000 every single week for my various ventures. As you can imagine, as a 17-year-old and earning that kind of money, it was an incredible feeling. Even though I was happy with my success, I did not want to become complacent, because success breeds complacency and complacency breeds failure. Straight after graduating from high school, I quit KFC to focus on my eBay store and mobile phone repair business. This was when an eBay user who saw my multiple mobile phone listings on eBay messaged me to see if I could source 50 phones for him. At the time, I was only buying and selling a few phones every single week, and 50 phones was a huge amount. It required not only a substantial amount of capital, but it also required weeks of work to fill. So what did a money-hungry 18-year-old do? I said yes right away. I estimated that it would take me a month of visiting phone shops and messaging people on online auction websites to fill this order. After working for 12-hour days every single day, I was able to fill the order in just 7 days. This was my first 5-figure deal. I became obsessed with the industry afterwards and started allocating almost all of my time into it, and I have never looked back since. By the age of 20, I had made and saved a substantial amount of capital, and I began to look into investing. Inspired by Robert Kiyosaki in the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, I wanted to make my money work for me. When I turned 21, I purchased my first investment property. Driven by pure excitement and a lack of knowledge, I purchased an apartment which I sold 2 years later to only break even, in a market where most properties were growing by more than 10% every single year. I believe in always learning from my mistakes, and this mistake drove me to study real estate obsessively. It also gave me the knowledge and skills required to make a $200k profit on a real estate deal a few years down the track. In the interest of time, I won't go into too much detail about this deal, but I'll be making a further video in the coming weeks detailing how I made this kind of money and my other real estate interests. By the age of 24, I had allocated 100% of my focus into my wholesale business and real estate interests. These two ventures were my most profitable, and I believe them to have the greatest potential for exponential growth. I wasn't right about much at school, but I was definitely right about this. The wholesale business doubled in revenue year after year from 2010 to 2016. In 2017, my business exported more than 10,000 devices, with a yearly revenue exceeding $10 million. While the margins for my business were quite low, years of good financial habits combined with my real estate interests has compounded my net worth past the 7-figure mark. On the 2nd of September 2017, I became a self-made millionaire. Guys, I did not make this video to brag about my success. I made this video to inspire those who are on the same path as me and those thinking about stepping into the world of business. There is no secret formula to success. It's a simple equation of hard work and consistency. This formula is practiced by the top CEOs and 1% in every single industry. Be prepared to work 80-hour weeks. Be prepared to not have a social life. These are all sacrifices that you have to make if you want to achieve your goals. Alright, that's it for me guys. Thank you for watching till the very end. If you found any value at all from this video, please like and subscribe. I will be making new videos weekly to help you guys get a better understanding of this crazy world we live in today, as well as give you some insight into my investment portfolio, real estate interests, as well as other business ventures. Thanks guys, see you next time.